So here we go, second game on this Super Saturday. Round number 25 on Fox League. We have liftoff. The Titans v the Panthers. Edwards with a catch. And Moses Leota with the first run of the night. I'm hoping the Gold Coast do get a few points. Mo Fotuaika back from suspension. Want to see him come off the back fence off kickoffs tonight. Good battle up front, this one. Yeah. And then you've got the halfbacks, as Michael mentioned. Tom Weaver on debut, 20 years of age, up against Nathan Cleary. What an assignment as Luai pushes along to Hosking there, and Weaver was up in the tackle. Low down. Gee, there'd be some nerves, wouldn't there? Edwards with the ball.
Well, there's nerves, and then there's nerves having to come up against Penrith in your first game.
Back to Cleary. Chat we had last week, he probably could have asked Nathan Cleary, what was it like having your debut against Melbourne in Melbourne? That ball, under pressure, Khan Pereira does well to get back to the field of play. In fact, they were inside the 10, he hadn't run 10.
Yeah, what a kick from Nathan Cleary. His first one sat it perfectly over the top of Khan Pereira, and that ruthless right edge kick chase of Crichton and Martin just charging down just on Thomas Weaver. As a young guy, when you make your debut, you often look at a program of who you're matching up against, and just seeing Nathan Cleary next to your name would have just sent goosebumps and shudders through his body, just thinking, well, just how do I match against this bloke?
There they are, the 2-7s here now. Tuno, Titan clone try scorer last week against the Sharks. Randall, he used into the starting side, tipping along to Fotuaika. He had just the one-game ban after the send-off against the Warriors. Now with Brimson.
Really on the outside, Fisher Harrison.
And for Liu, Weaver. Short and thread the gap. Cleese Haas. Oh, he's turned Edwards around. What a moment! Cleese Haas has beaten one of the best in the game at the back. With a little step and swerve, what a start. That is quite stunning. We'll sign him for 1.2 a season. $100 million, Cleese Haas.
Yeah, nice work at the ball playing of Isaac Leo, and the short ball from Weaver, who we've just spoken about, to Cleese Haas. The show and go, you don't see Edwards take a show and go like that. You don't see line breaks like this against the Penrith side. It was Hosking that went low. Peachey was sliding out. Edwards took the show, and they've just sliced through the left edge of the Panthers. Can you believe it? What a stunning start from the Gold Coast.
21 years of age. Big brother has had quite a week, like an extraordinary week. And here is Cleese in just his 15th career game, his 13th for the season. Scored his first NRL try back in round 9 against Manly, but this one is top of the pops on the highlights reel.
He showed great speed and balance, didn't he? Once he decided to take Edwards back on the inside, and what a lovely moment for Cleese Haas as Campbell looks to turn it into 6.
Campbell, first choice kick up. He's now 5 from 5. And the NRL can Greer, he can do anything. Jaden Campbell, that is an amazing start. 6-0. James Hooper on the sideline. Good evening to you.
Evening, Bossy and Mick. Evening, everybody. What a cracking start for the Gold Coast Titans. Cleese Haas gets them on the scoreboard early, and a really great confidence booster there for the young man on debut. You mentioned him before, Tom Weaver, 20 years of age. He is a Coogin Hornets junior. He went to the well-known rugby league nursery, Palm Beach Currumbin State High School on the Gold Coast. Plenty of big names out of there. Vossi Ben Eichen, Cody Walker, Jordan Rapana, Jerome Hughes. The list could go on. Cracking conditions here.
Had much pleasure over the years, as here is Mo off the back fence. And a great, it's been a privilege actually over the years to call some of those Palm Beach Currumbin games. Now for Sami. Ben Eichen, pimple all over his head.
Did he?
Headgear, 2 tries, first TV game, 1994. Remember it well. And Carrara. Hope he's watching, Benny. A long time ago. 29 years now. So now with Fafita. It's about as well as we've seen him handled all night. See how he's ripping into his work early here. 6-0 Titans. Wouldn't it be something if they got back-to-back tries to start? Back for Weaver. And a bit of time to kick. He's gone high and long. That's a big strike. And Weaver underneath it. He can kick goals as well, Tom Weaver, even though they've gone with Campbell first choice. He's not a bad goal kicker. We saw that with the New South Wales under-19s last year.
Be fascinated to see the response. They would have been extremely disappointed with that, Penrith, given how much they pride themselves on their defence at this time of the season. It was a slow start last week against Manly, and again a bit of a slow start tonight.
You're not going to miss Stephen Crichton with that headgear. Across to Hosking here. Off Cleary. Almost got through. They've got an obstruction play here. It was James Fisher-Harris who collided with a Titan. Penrith just a little bit off to start the night.
Well, what a great opportunity here for the Gold Coast side. Tom Weaver driving it towards touch. And a real chance to find back-to-back tries and extend their lead. A confident start from the Gold Coast side and a little sloppy from the Premiers.
Conceded the first try in 6 of the last 8 games against the Panthers to the Titans. So nice to buck the trend here. There's Randall, Weaver, goes short, Tino with it. Martin there, Cogger, Fisher-Harris. Cogger's up in starting hooker tonight. No Mitch Kenny. Now Liu, dummy, but not fallen for by Fisher-Harris. They're 5 minutes away. 4 tackles into the set. Set restart is the call. Fotuaika with the ball. He needs to know they've got a reboot on this set. So they're going to really apply some pressure. Someone's having a bit of fun with the bell. Now for Tino. Held low down by Martin and Edwards. Randall. And again to Isaac Liu. No thought of pass. Randall now. Left side, wide, good service to Weaver, who kicks very early. And not good. The result, gee, well, do you criticise or not? You say, well, good, you know, you've got the, you know, what's to do that in your 7 minutes into your first grade career, but third tackle?
Yeah, probably not the time. Can't crucify the kid. He saw something there and confident enough to take it, which I think is the positive in amongst it. Didn't execute it, but confidence to take on this Penrith side and trying to find points. Could be a big turnover, that. They do like these 7 tackle restarts, Penrith. That's play 2 and they're up towards halfway now.
Cogger, to Cleary, then for Martin. Cleary's had some very good days in the past against the Titans.
Yeah.
Highlighted by a 28-point haul a couple of seasons ago. That's forward a long way from Yo. Liu, the interceptor, and then Campbell back with it. So Penrith, another mistake. Not quite switched on. Khan Pereira. Try drought for Khan Pereira. Hasn't scored the last 2 games. First time in his career. Hasn't scored in 2 games straight.
Had the arm free. I mean, even if it was backwards, Nathan was under huge pressure from Isaac Liu. It was never on. Just don't. That was really uncharacteristic from Isaiah.
Fotuaika. Penrith aren't big offloaders, full stop. Last tackle, Titans. And Weaver a bomb. After an errant kick, he's got this one right. He's got it right. It's draw lost, but knocked back, was it?
First back and then.
Referee Butler. Rules against the Titans.
Yeah, overruled the touchy too, I think. I think the touchy.
That's perfect from Weaver, or just about, isn't it?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. And Phil Sami, always a threat, always competes. And Penrith hole in there. Oh, that's vicious from Tino on Taruba.
Tino last week had a huge game, 20 runs against Manly. Now Jenkins in the side, his 5th career game tonight. In for Brian Tottle. Edwards. 3 tackles up for the Panthers, trailing by 6 through 9 minutes. Oh, Cogger went into unknown areas there on Tino. Now Yo, Fisher-Harris, a little ragged the defence offered there by the Titans. Big meters made in this set. Away for Luai, left foot kick. Thought Peachey might have been in front here. Underneath it is Sami. And Gold Coast are back with the ball.
Yeah, much better set there from Penrith. You saw that the Titans were 7 from 7 to start the game. Their completion rate terrific. Not so much for the Penrith side, but getting themselves back on track. Arrows straight through the middle with some hard runs and a nice kick on the end of it from Jerome Luai back into the side tonight.
Kelly held up there. And now for Sami, there's been a camp somewhat for the Panthers this week in preparing for the game. Now Brimson, he was looking to explode through the hole there. He's super quick off the mark. Back away for Weaver. And again, more high than long, and Edwards with it for Penrith. But good responsibility thrown to Weaver on debut. 10 minutes in, he's done, what, 4 kicks now? And the Titans concede a penalty.
And Mo Fodawaker, it looked like, who just had his hands around the ball. Nathan Cleary just barking at his troops there. Absolutely filthy with the start from his side. And that's a relieving penalty there for Penrith, who will now camp themselves down in the Titans' half. Geez, their left edge has missed a few tackles early, Penrith, hasn't it?
So from the left edge is where they start the attack. There was the penalty conceded. 3 in the tackle. Crichton almost away from Kelly there. Now for Cogger. Cogger starting inside his 8th game for the year. A little milestone, his 50th NRL career game for Cogger tonight. Here he is again for Yo. Now for Fisher Harris. Cleese Haas gets him with Weaver. Quick play the ball. Cogger switch. Luai dummies to switch back. Then Cleary, he kicks, looking for Jenkins. He's with it, but he's over the sideline.
Well, that is strange from Penrith. That's a set piece that they've practiced all week. And I don't think it was on. I don't think Khan Pereira was that far infield that play was a certainty to work, given it's the first time that they've been camped down inside the Titans' half in good field position. And that was just premeditated. It was never on.
Titans, for 12 minutes, keep the Premiers scoreless. And then driving defence here. Yo, Luai, Fisher Harris on Randall. There's Weaver. Seeing Weaver make his debut as well, it shows how good it is that we have the full coverage pre-season here on Fox League, because these are all players that we got a glimpse of in those pre-season matches.
Yeah.
You get introduced to them, and you see what they've got. Fodawaker gets back to halfway. Here is Weaver again. Another kick for him. High again, and Weaver underneath it. So Tito's on the run. Sami there. No Brian To'o, but still Sami and Edwards playing. And those 3 players, you've got the top 3 metre runners this season in the NRL. Wide ball here for Edwards and Cleary, and on for Jenkins. Now Cogger, Cleary, back, Edwards, fend away, eats, and then Hosking, Peachey. Not quite the speed to carry him through the hole there. Hosking, for Luai, then Yo. Now Cleary, is it 4 on 3? Lovely hands Edwards, Crichton for Jenkins. He comes back infield nicely, then fends and spins. He's only 8 from the line. Crichton, last tackle, Penrith, Cleary, the kick, right across the face. Here they come, great catch. It's Weaver. What a night he's having.
Yeah, really nice work there from the Panthers, moving the ball from coast to coast, sideline to sideline, and finding some holes in the Titans' side.
Khan Pereira, here was the kick, halfback to halfback.
Yeah, nice take, wasn't it, from Weaver? Confident take.
So Malawi yet another run, his 7th of the evening already. 7 hit-ups, 14 minutes for Big Tino. Now Fodawaker. Last it is for the Titans. Been a recovery set for them after absorbing a bit of pressure. That's better from Weaver. Long kick and finds the grass. and pulls it up in goal. Edwards to bring it back for Penrith. Randall and Liu lead the chasing team there. Tanuva. Titans can't make the finals. Penrith seeking to win the minor premiership again. They have home games back-to-back after this against Parramatta and the Cowboys. But if they were to lose here, well, destiny out of their hands. Now for Yo. Then for Cleary. Nice movement. Luai with it. Peachey on to Taruva. Call inside. Can't position a kick. And then caught over the top by Sami. Cleared by the referee. They have a little chat, a bit of a smile. Last tackle. Cleary. Another bomb. Here comes Crichton. Batted back. It'll be a try. Edwards over. Dylan Edwards scores. His 10th try for the season. And another notch in the belt. First time in his career he has scored a double-figure tally of tries in a season.
He did a great job here, Cleary. Just summed it up. Took his time, kicked off the outside of his boot for his strike weapon out there, who's unbelievable in the air. Look at the reaction there from Steve Crichton, who flies above the pack, up above Campbell and Fafita, slaps the ball back into the hands of Dylan Edwards, who's always pressing around the ball, supporting. But it all came back from the lovely ball playing from Isaiah Yo through the mid-third of the field, linking up with Cleary and Luai. And that left-hand side raid. And they found some space through that right edge where they've been very loose this year, the Gold Coast side. And the try confirmed and Penrith find their first through Edwards.
Yes, so a career best tally. Scored 9 last year, but now 10 tries, and Crichton literally had a big hand in the try scored.
He's incredibly athletic, isn't he?
Yeah. I was just going back for the goal kicking. Nathan Cleary's kicking stats, would you believe he's actually, like, you know, when you look at players, can they get better? Well, he's actually kicking above his career record this year. He's at 86% this season. The career record is 84, so actually better than what he's done. And his stats from the left-hand touchline are kick for your life stuff. He's only missed 2 from the left touchline all year. He's the perfectionist. I'm glad he got that one. That would be the ultimate curse. It is 17 gone. Game 2, Super Saturday. Titans and Panthers 6-all.
He won the Clive Churchill medal last year, Dylan Edwards, and he has solidified his status as an absolute superstar this year. One of the most consistent fullbacks in the game. He was actually on a try-scoring drought. That's his first try since round 17 against the Newcastle Knights. So a little 6-week drought there for Dylan, but his involvement is never questioned, and that is a big hit back from the reigning premiers, the Penrith Panthers, as they try to make it 8 wins in a row.
Panthers on the restart, and the try scorer, the man catching it. Here comes Moses Leota. So the bench has Spencer Leniu returning tonight. Lindsay Smith getting better by the week. Luke Garner also on the bench for the Panthers tonight. Just his 7th game for the former Tiger. Cogger up for Hosking. He's been one of the value signings of the season.
Absolutely.
Coming to the Panthers, the premiership winning team, and play what is tonight his 18th match of the year.
I understand he's been highly recognised by a lot of clubs too in the NRL since coming to Penrith.
Well, they all had the crack at him last year, and Penrith got him. The Cogger to Luai, a bomb on the run. Peachey getting through, but Sami will get it. With Sami.
A really good set after points. Just granite hard runs from Fisher, Harris and Leota to start the sets. And a nice kick from Luai, and all of a sudden the Titans now under pressure, camped inside their own half. There he is, getting dragged back, Brimson.
Yeah, the Penrith defence has suddenly switched on here.
Yeah.
That's 3 tackles. They're 15 out from their own line. Fafita no header steam up. And they slow the play, the ball down as well. 4 tackles and you're on your 20. It's hard slog for the Titans. Malawi, good run. Then offload. Oh, I think there was a hand on it. Play on is the call. Khan Pereira caught up. Last tackle, Brimson. Campbell gets in position to kick. Oh, it's a wobbler. What happened there? Off the side of the boot. Out to Peachey. That was a hack from Jaden Campbell. Penrith start a set on halfway. That's a win. This is a dangerous head for the Titans.
It certainly is.
Flagging a bit here. Luai has them offside. A little bit of stepping. See there, 25 metres out. 3 tackles into the set. Fisher Harris sets up Roon on the right side here. Cogger, Yo, right to the line. Good defence. And then offload. Back for Cogger. Off Leota. Luai kicks. Hosking got a check. Sami comes in with a real hard punch back over the dead ball line. Luai, the eyes, he got it perfect, the range. Full-blooded palm from Sami.
He does that well, Jerome, where he opens his body up, looks out, and then just kicks off the inside of his boot. Great to see that combination starting to fire at the back end of the year.
He's normally pretty good, Campbell. He's got that a little wrong there. 25 metres. The kick didn't really give his chasers a chance. So play one with Cleary. What's that about? Now Luai. Fisher Harris. Perfectly positioned the Panthers to post back-to-back tries. The Otters had a terrific game so far.
Here it comes.
They're loaded up both sides, but they fool the defence. Yo takes them right to Edwards. And Edwards spinning. That was with Cleary and Luai both left. You thought they had to go there for your life. Now Cogger to Cleary to Luai. And then for Peachey on Taruva, little move. Great tackle. Sami. Brilliant stuff. Last tackle. Luai. Cleary. A bomb looking for Crichton again. Here comes the big headgear. Same play and Edwards knocked on. He's got the big mitt out, Stephen Crichton, off the bomb.
You love the involvement of this Penrith side, and you're right, Andrew. There's the kick again for Crichton.
Oh, I think it is off Kelly here.
They believe there's a Titan touch first.
Yeah, look, I don't about touch first. I don't think Crichton touches it at all. Yeah. I think that's 100% right. Crichton tries to.
Brian Kelly knocks on in the kick contest.
Yeah.
And the ball is batted back by Stephen Crichton.
Yeah, Crichton probably did get his hand, but it's all forward from Kelly.
Dylan Edwards then knocks on. The challenge is successful.
Just going back to the Penrith attack, it's something that they've done very well this year. They get to the middle of the field and they sell.
It's going to be a scrum, Penrith. Where do you want it, guys?
And they sell with Cleary and Luai on that left-hand side.
Your hand, it goes forward.
And then they go Yo, and the involvement in the ball playing of Dylan Edwards. So they've now got 4 service players and they split them on both sides of the field. So they've got threats everywhere. That's been the involvement of Edwards. When he first came in, he was a great ball runner, great tackle buster. Probably struggled to land those passes, and that's where the improvements come in his game.
Good observation. Penrith, Cleary, right across. Then Peachey running hard at Weaver. Support came, though, in the form of Haas to make the tackle. Cogadillo, now Leota. Titans, goal line defence. Big test, this. Real big. Cleary, Luai. Pass without looking. The stepping of Luai. The stepping again. The dazzling, the running around. He makes you dizzy just watching it. He's eventually collected in the tackle of Tino Fasuamalawi. Cogger, Cleary, Martin headed back infield, running hard, dumps Cleese off, still wrestling. Good so far, Titans. Got to go 2 more. Cogger, Yo, backs himself. Oh, that's too easy. Spun around to score the try. The Titans will be very disappointed with that. It worked so hard. The conceding of the try is Mr. Whippy, ice cream soft.
Yeah, started with the dancing feet of Jerome Luai, who was just mesmerising them, ducking, weaving, fighting. And there's a little knock on there that's gone unnoticed in the play the ball from the officials, but it's Cogger out of dummy half, finding a hard running Isaiah. Disappointing effort there from Mo Fotuaika. Just watch this from Fodawaker. Just can't get a grip on him, and he spins out of the tackle of Randall. Came up with an error early with an forced offload. Isaiah Yowen, from that moment, he is dominated through the middle of the field, and that's a well-earned try from the Panthers captain. Little bobble in the play the ball.
Yes. And Martin Uriage from the previous one. There for Penrith. Little things like that will happen in a game, but you can't blame the referee for the missed tackle on the line. I mean, that was so poor to drop off in that situation. He's had a good little run of tries as 2 or 4 tries last 7 matches. And just like that, Penrith from 6-0 down. Lead by 6. Super Saturday, Fox League. 16.5 minutes to go in this first half.
Yeah, great variety in their attack. This was the run and the dancing of Jerome Luai. Here's the little bobble in the tackle. A little potential little strip in there from the Titans. And then Cogger out of dummy half. I've really enjoyed watching the way this Penrith side's attack post-Origin. They just continue to find improvements and variations in their attacking shapes. And now a 6-point lead, 12 points to 6. And they're really starting to do some damage through the middle.
Titans have averaged 22 points a game this year. I think they're going to need all of that 22 tonight. They're going to find a way to get 20 plus to beat Penrith, I feel. And that is easier, far easier said than done.
Well, they just put you under the blowtorch with possession, and they really missed the start. The Titans went 7 from 7 with their completions. Penrith only able to get through one set. Uncharacteristic errors, but all of a sudden now, in the last 10 minutes, they've had 70 to 80% of the ball.
Yeah, Titans have completed 11 from 11 and find themselves 6 down, having scored the first try as well. They'll feel like they've done plenty right. Now Cogger. Edwards. Inside the 40, good set to follow points. Cleary then an attacking bomb. Crichton and Jenkins. Kelly with it. Cleary didn't quite hit it how he wanted. There's troubles. Kelly was headed towards the sideline. Khan Pereira. Solid. 18 tries for the season for Khan Pereira heading into tonight. Brimson with it. This time with Jamin Jolliffe.
Look at the work there from Liam Martin out of marker.
Getting through their tackles quickly, the Titans, without making a lot of ground here. Fodawaker, yeah, there's 5 tackles up and only a 23-metre gain. The relentless Panthers. Edwards with the ball.
Well, what are we, 25 minutes into the game now, and Dylan Edwards closing in on 100 metres, carrying the ball already. Moses Leota coming for his first spell of the night. And Lindsay Smith into the action, who's been great for them.
Yeah, Edwards up to 116 tackle busts for the year as well. Sami coming into tonight was sitting on 98 tackle busts. David Fifita 95, and there's Edwards 20 ahead of both of them.
Yeah.
What a player. Now Smith.
I like this bloke too, Andrew. He's had a great season.
On halfway, Cogger to Yo. Then Fisher Harris. Inside the 40 he goes. He's up to about 80 running metres tonight. Now Luai. Bomb. Sorted out at the back. Brimson owns it. And then suggestion of tackle mid-air. Peachey with it. Mid-air tackle is very much in discussion.
Don't go there.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, Anthony Seabold watching at home. The Fox League coverage. Just leave it.
Oh, beautiful work from there from Sami.
Crawling on knees, he's beaten the tackle, which is pretty handy. Yes, just leave it to the ref. Let them decide what is and isn't, or isn't, a dangerous tackle. Mid-air, lovely move. Campbell. Crichton just got him. Now for Fifita. Then offloaded. Jolliffe. Tino with it, not thinking about a pass. Good tackle, Hoskin. Randall. Again, not massive metres. They're not even getting over halfway. And that is credit to Penrith defence. The Titans tried a bit with the ball there. Edwards. Back he comes. Shot hangs on there. They've won all 12 games against the Titans when they've led at half-time, Penrith. I want you to know that for the record.
Yeah, surprising that, there's been a real theme this year to kick away from Brian Tyler, who's obviously not there tonight. And so many sides have kicked towards Taruva after Mitch Moses early in the season put a radar on it. Well, over the last couple of weeks, he's been sensational, and the plan tonight's not working. He is starting their sets beautifully. Here's Leniu.
First touch back. Since injured round 21, and a quick play to ball. Cogger, Cleary, Titans retreating. Cleary offload. Cogger's going to kick before the last. Sami's underneath it. And a good catch again. Hosking with a big hit. Then Smith. Sami. Gutsy play. And brave to get it offloaded to Weaver. Oh, Tom, how's first grade going? Oh, Tommy.
Boy.
Yes, he's got a... Is it a smile or is it the mouth cut?
I thought it might have been his false teeth falling out. He got absolutely slotted. Got an offload there from Sami. This is a great take. And then as he looked up and started to drift the crossfield, Weaver, he went, oh no, Liam Martin and Leniu, no thanks. Watch this.
Oh, man.
Geez, the rib cage, the liver, the lungs, the whole lot rattled.
Yeah. We have a segment on the Fan on Fox League where we ask players, what was your welcome to first grade moment? And a few of them have said it's when I was smashed by.
Yep.
You know, fill in the blank. And Tom Weaver can probably say, you know, it's one thing to get my jersey, one thing to do my run on, but I knew I was in first grade when those two assassins got me.
Oh, that was good.
Yours was when Benji stepped you. 3, wasn't it, Campbelltown?
I remember Tony Carroll hitting me early in my career too. Felt my spine run.
Yeah, nasty stuff. Fasil Malawi with the ball. Titans, 11 minutes to go first half. Great save by Sami, though, when you go back to it. I mean, that could have been all sorts of trouble. Weaver's kick. Now he's got Sami running. The bounce, Edwards gets it. That's all fine. It was knocked back and Edwards gets the ball. He may have been a fraction in front of Taruva, but where he fielded the ball was behind where it was touched.
Yeah, Sunir Taruva now. I think that takes him well and truly over 100 metres already. So plenty of ball going towards Taruva. And he's just so hard to handle with his footwork and speed. And he's already had 9 carries of the footy.
Let's take a comment from the sideline, James Hooper.
Just in back play then, Gold Coast Titan Tino Fasua-Malaawi pulled up with a left leg injury, Andrew. He's still in the line now and continuing on, but he was very proppy and did look injured.
He's had 10 hit-ups for 92 metres, 10 tackles as well. Their leader.
Yeah, he's in a bit of trouble here. He is in some discomfort.
Leniu. Fafita goes low there. Sony Luca's on for Penrith. Here he is. Switch to Cleary to Luai. And now Penrith are 15 metres away from the Titans' line. This time with Yo. For Cleary. Dummy and run. That is a tackle from Fafita. That saves a try right there. Luke clears the ruck for Luai. Last tackle. Boy, he's doing some stepping tonight. Then gets a kick in. Great pick up, Kelly. They've survived again, the Titans. Yeah,
such a calculated interchange rotation from Ivan Cleary. It always is, but I love the injection of Leniu along with Sony Luke around the ruck. Leniu creates so much momentum, and the attacking threat of Sony Luke just brings a real unpredictability to the attack of Penrith.
Penrith now defending as Sami over the 20. He's leaving his on in dummy half there. 8th time we've seen him in the NRL. Brimson along to Jolliffe, and for Malawi, let's hope that he will be back. I don't think that's an unscheduled pit stop. For Tino, he plays well over 60 a week.
Here he goes again.
When you get back. Has anyone told him he's not 100 kilos?
Yeah.
Has anyone bothered to tell him? He's good to watch.
We've got Tom Jenkins, who's on that far side of the field, who's only new. Here's Luke out of dummy half.
It's Jenkins who is looming up there. It's a good run by Luke.
Hasn't been tested, Jenkins. They just keep kicking to Taruva.
Crichton to Leniu running it, leaving Luke, Yo, Cleary, dummy. Oh, Hosking was tackled. Could be sin bin for Shop. And they've got it anyway. Peachey's got on and scored. It's an interesting one because it's happened before the try was scored. You know, if I'm the Titans, I'm happy to concede the try and keep playing with 13. If I play with 12, you know what I mean? Like, it might be such a bad result.
Yeah, look how deep into the line Yo gets. That really collapses the defensive line. So too Cleary. And this is great work from Tyrone Peachey, playing the whistle, not trying to balk and wait for the official to make a ruling. There's shot grabbing hold of Hosking, drags him to the ground, and while everyone else hesitates, Peachey keeps playing the whistle. Great work from the veteran, and gets the ball down.
Now, I'm going to put forward a case here, because we've got time to talk about it. Why wouldn't Shop still go to the sin bin? So we're saying there's no penalty for that at all. It's only the brilliance of Peachey why the try is scored.
Great point.
Why does a foul go totally unchecked?
Unnoticed,
Because his involvement on the player Hosking basically is a back play incident now that Peachey's brilliant scored the try. I think Shop should, there has to be something here.
Yeah, and I think it's sin bin for the Titan. Yeah. I don't believe it's a penalty try because of the distance and defenders.
So this looks like it might be no try, given the information that's coming to Chris Butler from the video ref while they're checking. Now he's
looking for a knock on, possible professional foul.
Okay, so they're going to say Hosking gets a touch to it, are they? Goes away from him.
Aaron Shook grabs Zach Hosking without the ball, which is a penalty. We're playing on at this stage. Tyrone Peachey kicks the ball through.
It must be the grounding here.
Well, that's all it can be. Head on replay looked okay, but here we go. It must be the separation is there. And they're...
Tyrone Peachey knocks the ball on in the in goal.
Does he?
We have a decision.
Really? Are you sure? Are you serious? Like, just on that blurred. Well, now they do play with 12.
Yep.
So now I think this is a better outcome for Penrith. 7 out from half time.
It's a huge advantage for Penrith this.
See you later in the shop.
Yeah.
That was obvious.
It's a try scoring situation, mate. It's a professional foul.
I'm still not convinced. I mean, I thought the head-on replay showed Fiji scored for sure. I mean, we are really... Anyway, Penrith, I think, now certainly huge advantage. 6 minutes away from half-time.
Well, they will not let this right edge off. That's where Shop's left the field from. They're so good at this, Penrith.
Smith, 8 metres away from the line. You can feel the scheming of Cleary and Luai. Luke, Yo, Lenu, hard run. Titans 3 and 4 in the tackle there. They put the time back on the clock, so 7.5 to go. Luke wide, Cleary, Luai out the back. Peachey knocked down by Sami. It'll be a tackle count restart. Luai with it. Luke, then Edwards. Penrith don't need to be frantic. They need to play it cool here. They've got a full set. That's the 0 tackle. This time for Yo. They lead by 6, having trailed by 6. Smith right through the tackle there of Jolliffe. Then for Luke. Back right side, Cleary, Edwards towards the uprights. The first try scorer tonight. Now they're loaded up on the left. Luke, Luai, Peachey. They go shopping. They go shopping where Shop would have been. And Peachey fills his trolley with a 4-pointer, which we think he probably should have had previously.
Yeah, his last try, well, no try, was put under the microscope and taken away from him, but there is no better side in the competition at the moment. When an opposition defender gets sin bin, particularly on an edge, they just put that edge under the blowtorch. They hit it, they go away, they hit it, They go away and they just keep persisting and persisting until they find cracks in it. This time, you can see Jolliffe caught out there on the inside of Weaver, who himself got caught in field. And Peachey at full speed picks up their third try of the night. That's brilliant work from Penrith.
So 9 tries too. 12th game for the year. 49 in the career for the Panthers.
We have got some great games coming ahead, but the form at the moment of Penrith and Brisbane, gee, it makes you excited for what's coming in September. The form of Brisbane and Penrith and how well they are playing at the moment. The fact that Melbourne got going again last week. The Warriors potentially with a home final at some stage through the final series. Cronulla's return to form. But Brisbane and Penrith, yeah, so good.
Yeah, and deserve their places. No fluke about how they got there. 4.5 to go to halftime, 18-6 the Panthers.
It has been an outstanding second stint for Tyrone Peachey at the Penrith Panthers. Completely rejuvenated his career. Debuted in 2013 for the Sharks. 5 seasons at the Panthers, then some time at the Gold Coast, also the West Tigers. This is his first game back from a 2-week suspension for a careless high tackle on Sharks forward Jack Williams. And isn't he making a fist of it, Andrew? As you said, that's 9 tries in 12 games.
They can really play it back. You've got Dane Laurie coming back next year from the Tigers. And spirited run, may have lost it, did he there? Was there a little drop ball? There was. Well, that's a big help to the Titans.
Yeah, really starting to get going, Penrith, and an error off the kickoff here from Spencer Leniu. Just lands on the ground. Ivan's not happy. And just watch it just roll out of his grip as he hits the ground and drag forward. Yep. The tackle from Kelly, it's the right call.
It's almost like the reverse shoulder charge, the run from Leniu. He deliberately went totally side on to bust his way into the defence.
It's a great point you make, Andrew. You watch Liotta and also Fisher Harris. So they're doing similar at the moment. They're really rotating in the tackles.
Stay on!
Keen here, the Tigers. Weaver. He's got Brimson there. They've got some players with footwork when you've got Brimson and Campbell. And a penalty's blown. The Titans let them repack.
Grease, what do you want to do?
15 out from the line.
Wait! On the line! Wait! Wait here.
So now for leading, for Fodawaker. If they can score with 12, that would be some sort of victory for the home side. 4 minutes to go to half-time, and they're going to have to get through 3 of the second half with a man short. Leaving Weaver and Jolliffe when you expect to see Fafita pop up. It's Jamin Jolliffe. Aiming high ball for Weaver, then Randall. Burn a tackle there, the Titans. 3 into the set. Aiming, here's the call. Fodawaker shuffles his way up towards the goal line. Just keep the ball down this end. Leeming, left side, Campbell moving. Good tackle there from Leniu and Smith. Last tackle, Leeming's kick. He's got it there, he's got it ending goal, and the 2 front rowers had a crack. I think Smith might have stopped it, but Jolliffe and Fodawaker are very close.
He did well here, Leeming, to squeeze it through off the inside of his right foot.
Kick for his 2 front rowers, look at him, the 8 and the 10.
Yeah.
Here come the bowling balls.
Watch the effort here from Lindsay Smith. He turns very quickly to protect his goal line.
Well,
he's missed it. It goes underneath, and then does it get...
Well, yeah,
that's
it's Hosking,
Hosking.
and then Smith does ground, doesn't he?
Ball is still live at this point.
Fodawaker was a little more urgent. He may have got there himself.
Oh, Jolliffe, you can see it. Look at his face. He can see it.
Ball is then grounded by Penrith in the in goal. We have a decision.
I don't know whether I've ever seen a kick for your 2 front rowers to chase. I don't think I've ever seen it, Michael. That play just, and that's the hooker, kicking for his 2 mates, his 2 front row mates.
I like it.
Have a crack. never seen it before in the history of the game. Short drop out and straight. Bouncing well.
That's
Titan, someone have a crack. You see the ball? That's what you're meant to go for. They let it go.
What were they doing? They just stood there and watched. That was perfect from Cleary.
Penrith with Peachey. So the short drop out straight works a treat for Penrith. 13 on 12. The Titans thought they'd earned a repeat set. Now Lenu to halfway. There's a big minute here. Luke, Edwards. Won't be long before they go back over the Titans' right side.
His numbers are ridiculous in the first half, Dylan Edwards. Could go close to getting 300 tonight if he keeps going.
Luke to go. Here they go, the left. Cleary, Luai, Peachey with it. His winger unmarked. He doesn't pass. I don't know why. Titans ended up a good tackle from Brimson. Last play, Penrith, Luai, Cleary, Yo, is the overlap right side, it's on the bounce, Crichton kicks, here comes Jenkins, Right, Penrith can do it either side. Jenkins, first grade is easy. Fourth try in 4 games for the year. And the 12-man Titans have got some more heat coming their way early in the second half, you'd reckon.
Yeah, well, down to 12 men, there's holes everywhere in this Gold Coast side if you're willing to find them, and that's what Penrith do. They hit the left-hand side. This was the short kick from Cleary. Absolutely perfect. Hosking just swooped on the footy, and then they go down that left-hand side with Peachey all the way across, and Stephen Crichton, watch the skill here from Crichton, the bounce pass, and sums it up perfectly, drags the defenders forward, and gets the perfect bounce for Tom Jenkins into the side tonight for Brian To'o. And it's been very good whenever he's been called upon at the top level. Gee, that's great skill from Stephen Crichton, who's having a wonderful night here on the Gold Coast. And the Panthers extend their lead.
So you watch that replay and you think, yeah, that's a good play. But then you consider it, the ball's coming Crichton's way. He's getting a ball that's going to come to hand. It doesn't. It goes on the bounce, and in a split second, Plan B is activated with perfection.
And the fact that he still has the vision to look to Jenkins to keep dragging Khan Pereira forward. If he telegraphs the kick, Khan Pereira starts to hedge his bets and drop back a fraction. But he continued to bring him forward, kick off the inside of his foot and get the bounce perfect. Right, there's the stats of Cleary on the sideline and the kicking percentage this year.
Right side not as good as the left, nowhere near it. The left he's kicking at about 85, 86%, which is extraordinary areas.
I think he kicks it.
Okay. McInnes has backed him home. Cleary, right foot, and hangs it across the face. Work to be done. No one's perfect. So from 6-0 up, the Titans, they find themselves 16 down at the break. And they're reduced to 12 men for a few minutes to start the second half. Half-time, it is Penrith 22, the Gold Coast Titans 6.
Will Andrew, there's no doubt about it. This man absolutely vital for this Gold Coast side if they want to get back in it. Had a couple of really strong runs in behind the ruck. And Penrith, they're going to be hard to handle, Andrew.
Second half underway. And Titans with Kelly to bring it back. They have Aaron Shop, their setter, in the bin, and offload for Brimson to advance the ball up to the 30. I do hope for the Titans fans' sake that they do have a red-hot crack in this second half. Jolliffe with the ball. If they've got an offloading game, unleash it. Haven't seen much of David Fafita tonight on the left edge.
Yeah, got to get him in the game. Only 3 runs for 13 metres. We saw Cleese Haas scored the opening try with some real good athleticism, but not much yet from their marquee man, David Fafita, out on that left-hand side.
You can't have a game that makes 13 metres and a half. No, that just can't happen. Here's Campbell, doesn't pass to Fafita there. One point of the first half where he was running hard on the left side, they went out the back to Jamin Jolliffe, which got us all by surprise as Lehman goes back to Weaver. He's done the bulk of the kicking. And Jenkins fields it 22-6. So they've got to get through this set, the Titans. I wonder how ambitious Penrith will be with that one-man advantage. Jenkins been hurt here.
He is, yeah. Just clutching the back of his head there for a minute, maybe a crusher. Like, just going back to that point, here's the incident here with Jenkins. Gets twisted in the tackle, and then Leeming comes down. Well, hard to see from that angle, but no doubt he gets caught underneath the tackle there of Leeming. This will show it. Fafita, he turns, twists. Oh yeah, the weight just down on top. Nearly folds him in half, the poor bugger.
Got weight of 3 players on
Yeah. David Fafita, when you come into the game, you go, okay, well, who's Penrith's probably most important player? It's Nathan Cleary. So David's opposing him.
Yeah.
Let's send some traffic at him. Let's just give him some early ball and run hard off the back fence. Well, we haven't seen it.
And now he's on report for his role in that tackle.
Well, it doesn't need to be anything overcomplicated.
No, just early
hard
ball, run hard at him.
and put some bruises on Nathan.
Okay, we'll monitor that stat. The Fafita runs tonight. I don't think that's unfair. He is a star player. Now Penrith on play 1, Liam Martin, and it's given advantage Titans there. The shot returns from the sin bin.
Penrith.
Ready to go.
No,
Middle.
Martin looked like he was going to challenge it. They might have brushed him.
He's an intense figure. Doesn't smile much. Liam Martin, you've got to love him. He is an integral part of this side. He'll be filthy
Stay on you guys.
on a drop ball here. Maybe wanted to challenge. As Parramatta did the 71-second barbecuing of the challenge there against the Roosters. It was a big moment. Titans now. Panthers have decided they will keep it up the sleeve. And none the wiser after the replay there, the Titans. So back on 13 on 13, 22-6.
Oh, he's got hold of the bell again.
Leaving. Brimson. Haas. Offload. Brimson. And then Campbell. I suppose you've got to find a way to get him in the game as well. Campbell at 5'8". Not quite the threat he's been at fullback. 20 away from the line. Leeming. Randall. And again, it is Jolliffe caught there by Hosking down low. They started the match with a try. Try and start the second half with a 4-pointer. Along for Campbell. Brimson. Oh, great pass. Bullet line. Oh, Khan Pereira. It's a beauty. The dive. If he scored, it's locked in by referee Butler. The bunker will have the final say. But it is a missile-like pass. And it's a missile-like project to get to the corner for the young winger.
Yeah, really nice executed play here. Brimson on the outside of Cleary. Well, that dragged in Jenkins, and you just cannot give Khan Pereira an inch. He is lightning quick. And this could be his 19th try of the season. Lunges, gets the ball down. Looked great from the other angle. And we said AJ Brimson was the man, try to confirm, and look at the acceleration there, just left Jenkins for dead.
Oh, how good's that shot?
So good.
Khan Pereira.
And on the far side of the field, it was Cleese Haas who's having quite the night, offloading, and then that brought in Brimson and brought in Campbell, bouncing around. Some unpredictability and breaking up the structured defence of the Panthers, and then they hit them on that left-hand side where they've been great at times, haven't they? Hasn't he been a find this year, Khan Pereira? He is an excitement machine.
Yep, right from debut in round 1 against the Tigers, off the back of a 25-try season in the Queensland Cup last year for the Burleigh Bears. To bring it to the NRL is some achievement. He's got 6 try doubles, you know, as well. Try double against the Panthers would be nice. Campbell to keep the unbeaten run going with a boot. He's swinging it back, but not enough. That's his first miss. Penrith 22, Titans 10. James Hooper was in the rooms at half-time. What did you find out, James?
There's a bit going on, Andrew. So Philip Sami has been ruled out for the Gold Coast Titans. He's picked up a foot injury. That's forced a backline reshuffle. Jacob Alick is actually playing in the centres, and now that Aaron Schopp is back onto the field, he is lining up out on the right wing. And you're right, what a breakout season it has been for this young man, Khan Pereira. He set the record for the most number of tries in a season by a Gold Coast Titans player earlier this season. Now he's chasing Dallin Watini-Zelezniak and Alex Johnson. He wants top spot.
Yeah, unbelievable. We get to watch Johnston again tomorrow. What a game. Exclusive to Fox League tomorrow. Newcastle and South Sydney at a packed McDonald Jones Stadium. Johnston on 21 tries. Dominic Young there. Yeah. Kalen Ponga, Latrell Mitchell. One of the Sunday games of the year. And you'll watch it here. Exclusive to Fox League as Campbell across. There's Fafita. Again gets it with defence on him. That counts as his 4th carry. Now Fodawaker. 10 short of halfway. Back in the contest, down by 12. Brimson. Didn't look injured in the previous set. He's still out there. Back away now for Weaver. And Edwards with it. Still, they refuse to kick to Jenkins' side. And they are attacking. They go past him in the defensive line, but they just don't want to put a kick his way.
Well, everything's gone to Penrith's left-hand side. Steve Crichton, well, he's only had 4 touches of the footy, which is unheard of, given his work rate. Jenkins looking for some work off Cleary.
Now Luke, coming right, go left, Edwards, and then quickly along from Smith, kept going for Peachey. Taruva on the end of it. Plenty of Titans jumpers there, and that's where play ends. 28 out from the line. Luai, Cleary, Long, misses 3 players just about. Crichton. That was all in slow motion, that play from Penrith. Last tackle, Edwards, Cleary, 25 out, mixes the kick up, little bounce on, Brimson has to go to ground. And to pack up his tent there, AJ Brimson, in quick time. So Titans off their own goal line. Khan Pereira's not going anywhere. Now it's the turn of Kelly to take on the Panthers' defence. So that's 3. Completion 23 to 23 for the Titans. Give themselves a chance at least. Fafita with it. Offload. No, that was after the call of held.
You've got to drive there. You're not going to play on tackle 4 ways here.
All over that, referee Butler. Way here for Randall. On for Fodawaker. Another completed set. Leaving to Weaver. Kick, not his longest, that one. Takes the turn. Well, it's got away from Jenkins. He was at fullback there. Now to bring it back. Try scorer in the first half. Edwards, Taruva. Nice move in front of Weaver. Risking court for the Panthers. They've already got 22 on the board. I said that nothing changes. The Titans have just got to score over 20 now. Now it might be they have to score over 30 to beat Penrith here. So it has to be all-out attack. Smith on this run. Luke, Yo, dummy to Liu. Almost got away from Randall. Leeming hops on for a ride. Desperately trying to hang on there. The Titans hooker. 15 from the line. Last tackle. Cleary had a runner inside, went outside to Martin. Maybe inside was the play. Martin loses the ball. Brimson up with it. No advantage. Maybe the inside ball was the play there for the number 7 for Penrith.
Yeah, we've seen this a little bit from some of our premier halves over the last couple of nights. Nico Hines, he was linking with his forwards close to the line up in Townsville the other night. Again, a great offload here. The offloading from the Titans to start the second half is really causing Penrith some headaches.
Oh, there's a shot. He's been ruled offside. It's a pretty fair tackle, Liam Martin. Like, if you want technique, Jake Trebojevic perfect. You saw it right there.
Tom, easy mark here, mate.
Yeah, again, scrappy though, isn't it, from Penrith to start both halves here tonight. Ivan's not happy. He's not happy.
Just leave it at that. Yeah, leave it at that.
He doesn't show a lot of emotion.
No, he doesn't.
You can tell when he's a little frustrated.
Occasionally you get a smile. Now Weaver, right edge Jolliffe. Let's see if they can load up for Fifita. We're on David Fifita watch. As Randall, they're working that way. Weaver's kicking on play 3. Turns Jenkins put a shove. He put a shove on Khan Pereira. He might be off to the bin, Tom. Well, he can't stay on. If it's a penalty, he can't possibly stay on. But he'll argue it's shoulder to shoulder.
It's an escort, then he's running off the ball.
They're only going escort run off the ball. I think Penrith keep their mouth shut and just accept the 13-on-13 decision. Oh, he's running off the play, running off the ball in that
continued
try scoring position.
Yeah.
Maybe hard done by there. Kelly, oh, what a play! Oh, they've done rope-a-dope, the Titans. Kelly takes the tap, nothing doing, says, I tell you what, I'll just sneak David Fifita over on the left. How easy was that? They've scored 3 against the Panthers.
Yeah, brilliant work. Beautifully executed play, and Ivan Cleary will be livid. Like the attention to detail tonight has been really poor from Penrith. In certain moments, they'll be really disappointed. Look at this. Cleary just coming miles infield. And he was linked with Jenkins and Crichton, so there was so much space on the outside. Fifita, well, hardly gets a glove laid on him. A little bit of the right hand from both Jenkins and Cleary, but that's it. Yeah. That's an easy one.
Yeah, you'd have to ask Nathan, what were you doing there? That was the classic computer game glitch. The figure's moving. You got the joystick. You think, oh, he's not meant to run in there. There was nothing to bring Nathan Cleary in from right wing towards attackers there at all.
That is execution of something that they've seen during the week. That they've clearly seen that they position themselves like that, Penrith, or have done previously.
Campbell dirty on that miss. Yeah, that's coaching. That's tactics.
And you can see there from Kelly the fact that he even headed infield before he came back out to Fifita, and where Fifita was positioned, hence that they'd teed it up. They'd absolutely organised it. Finally got to that moment where they needed to execute something that they planned during the week, and they got it on perfectly. Great work, Brian Kelly. I'm really happy for Brian Kelly. It was one of Des Hasler's first re-signings. I think there's a really good footy player in Brian Kelly, and Hasler's recognised that, keeping him at the club long term.
He's sneaky good on the offloads, Brian Kelly. Oh, kick off, goes close to the sideline. And Jacob Arlick, as James Hooper reported, onto the ball, under pressure. 36 offloads this year, Brian Kelly's had another couple of days, so 38's a really good tally. Titans are in the game. They're 8 down. They've scored the 2 tries since half-time. Penrith just a little more than their season average points conceded here. Campbell, nice ball. Brimson's away. The Titans turn up the heat. Khan Pereira can run. Catch me if you can. Kick close to perfect. It took a super save from Edwards to stop the try. The Titans, this is amazing.
How good was that from Jaden Campbell? Held up the pass perfectly for AJ Brimson. Look at this from Campbell, double pumping, holding up the pass, dragging Cleary out, getting him in between Martin and Steve Crichton. Look at this from Dylan Edwards, though, using his body perfectly. And saves a certain try. Cleary short.
Short drop out, down the middle again. Titans have knocked on. Oh, that is anti-climax there for the Titans. On a roll, looking quite brilliant. And then again, don't come up with a ball from a line dropout.
His kick selection and his execution, Cleary, is absolutely phenomenal. That's twice tonight he's landed that short, straight dropout perfectly, and that it just takes all the wind out of the sails of the Titans.
And tactically, Mick, that's where you don't have the regular catcher. Exactly in the middle.
Yeah, he's putting it over the top of the dummy half instead of going towards the athletic outside backs.
pretty simple, really, when you think about it. Why not do that every time? And it's worked twice here for Penrith. Luke off the ground to Edwards. And then Cleary on the Luai. Ooh, shots! There's your man. That is Jacob Arlick. Papua New Guinea International. Nailing. Down it there. High ball. And Kelly underneath it. So Titans, they're playing some footy here. Brimson, this is going to be good to watch. The last 25.5 minutes here on Super Saturday on Fox League of game number 2. The Gold Coast have come out with such a positive mindset in this second half.
Well, I said at the start of the game, Andrew, that for the Titans to win, that it had to be their unpredictability and they had to back their skill. And it had to be Penrith, had to be... Oh, things getting a little frosty here between Spencer Leniu and David Fifita.
Hit from Martin.
Penrith needed to have a day off, and they have been scrappy, and they're taking advantage of the Titans.
Well, they said why not have a red-hot go. That's what they've done through the first 15 of the second half. Back it goes for Weaver to kick again. Beautiful strike. And Taruva underneath it, 12 out from his own line to bring it back for Penrith. Not often you say Penrith would want to be the next to score because, you know, Titans on a bit of a roll. If they got to 22-20, what have they got to lose, the Titans? Jenkins on that run. Luke, playing the ball for Fifita, diving into the ruck. The penalty is blown by referee Butler.
It's not a quick one off that because it's a 10.
Yeah, never really got himself to mark up. It's a right call. Unfortunate. It's so tempting when you... In a moment like that, when you're so close to running down a side like Penrith and you see a dummy half not get there on time, your natural reaction is to want to dive in and just grab the ball. It was never square there. That's the right call for Chris Butler. Leniu now just trying to twist out of the tackle of Fodawaker and Fa'asul Malawi.
Penrith looking for an 8th win in a row. This is their 11th straight game where they've scored more than 20 points. Set restart here. Cleary, Edwards, back with Luai. He's done a lot of this tonight. This jinking and stepping. There might be a Luai four-pointer somewhere down the track. Edwards with a skip. He's doing a Luai back to centre field. And Tino absolutely ropes him in. 3 tackles down. Luke, Yo, Cleary, they're moving. Luai with it. Peachey. Oh, Taruva this time, mate, bounced it. Titans don't play on. Arlick doesn't sprint off up the field. I would be if I'm him.
Didn't get that one down, and he knows it, Taruva. Great catch and pass from Peachey.
No try, take a 4. Looking at grounding.
Why would the Titans not just go with the ball and run upfield there? But anyway, he's not confident.
No. He did well, Brimson, didn't he? Covered some ground.
Mind you,
Play's been cleared up until this point. Sania Taruva knocks the ball on in the in-goal. We have a decision.
Really?
Does he though? Are we got fingers still on the ball there?
Are we sure about that? I know he's not celebrating, but
I couldn't see it. I said it was like, wait.
Titans with the ball. This was the unfolding of that play. I said once the ball was loose.
I'm not so sure about that.
There it is. Going down, go down. It's,
that angle's a little in favour of the bunker, isn't it?
No, but if his finger's still on the ball when it hits the ground, then he hasn't actually lost it. Yes, it's going to bounce up because you haven't got incredible force on it, but the fact if your hand's never left the ball, it is going to bounce back up with just a finger on it. I'm saying it's try. Titans are 30 metres away from the Panthers line. Weaver, Campbell, Fifita, back to Campbell. There we go. Backyard footy for Campbell for a moment. Whistle is blown.
He's lost the ball and he's also hurt here, Campbell.
Oh, gee, there's a lot of pain there too.
Yeah.
Let's just worry about this first gear, guys. Let's just take it back in, Nathan.
Oh, this is a worry for Jaden Campbell. Lower leg, it seems.
Yeah, let's just look after this
and just really starting to impose himself on the game. He's had a real good start in the second half.
Got the knee.
I hate seeing those.
Non-contact,
Yep.
lower leg injury. I do not like the look of that.
No. No. Oh, just gives way underneath him.
No, one of the game's best steppers, and you can read a lot into examination on the spot. Instability of the knee, fingers crossed here for Jaden Campbell. Early signs are not good.
Is it just a leg injury, mate? We're going to play here, tackle 5. Tackle 5 here. We're going to play. Hey, let's go. It's in the back.
He's in a hurry. I mean, the referee's in a real hurry to get the game moving. Jaden Campbell's in real discomfort here and getting some medical attention.
Okay, they've done the test, and the test has failed. That's a really bad sign for Jaden Campbell here.
He just doesn't want to leave the field. He's such a tenacious little bugger. Look, he's just saying, I'm right.
It's not one you can run off.
He's one of the most experienced medical men in our game, Daniel Lawson in the orange shirt. And Jaden Campbell, this is devastating news. Not just for the Titans, but for all of us. He's so great to watch. Hate seeing that.
Oh, yeah. But we were talking about Ben Eichen earlier.
Yeah.
He had one like that over in Auckland. Knee went, non-contact knee injury, just a step. Down he went, Weaver Bob. This is a bit of pressure on Penrith. A lot of chases there. That's a catch. Tino gets the job done. Tino tackled by Tino. James Hooper will have the news on Jaden Campbell. It would come as a surprise if it's on the lighter side of knee injuries.
That was a great take from Taruba. He's been faultless again tonight. 180 metres. That'll take him up towards 195 tackle bus. It's been awesome, the Penrith winger.
James Hooper's gone to the sheds to chase up some news. Fisher Harris getting ready to come back on. Yo on the run for Penrith. Game is still in the balance. 21 to go. 22-14. The Titans' adversity. As James report. Oh, spiral kick. Spiral kick. Good catch. A shot. They lost Sami at half-time. Reshuffle the deck chairs then and now lose Campbell with a bench of all forwards. You've got to work your way around that.
There was some contact down low here, and he grimaced straight away, Alec. Here's the kick from Cleary. Look, just kicks it straight out of the belly and just moving everywhere. It was a tremendous take as it turned over from Shop.
Taken injury then for Alec, just his second game in the NRL.
Was that a hip drop? James Fisher Harris here just loses his legs and slides down onto the back.
Now he's in trouble, Fisher Harris. Oh, gee, there's drama here at Seabar Super Stadium. In the tackle, and you end up in that position, Fisher Harris. Penalty blown. And that is all. All right, report.
Fisher Harris, well, match review committee will look at that.
Thankfully for the Titans, Alec's okay. He's back up. Well, this is intriguing. A quarter of the game to go. And that 20 minutes after half-time has been the bugbear for the Titans all year. They've conceded more points than any team. In this fixture against the best in the league, they've kept Penrith scoreless, got 2 tries of their own.
And we're down to 12 for a few minutes in the second half as well.
Feet up for leaving Jolliffe. He's missed 15 games through injury tonight. So wanting a big finish to the year. Leeming has kicked, they're all kicking tonight. They're going back, Jenkins gets it, goes in goal. I don't know whether it's a good result or not because they haven't fielded a line dropout all night, the Titans. There's no such thing as a definite repeat set. What Jim Lenihan just said, watch the line dropout straight down the hey-diddle-diddle.
There's nice work from Leeming. Fafita was closing in, so too Carl Pereira was flying. He's enjoying it. It's been a good response in the second half of the Titans.
And now he mixes it up. And he goes hard for the sideline.
Oh,
And stopped by the legs. So shot back for the Titans. There's Cleary. Playing a bit of poker with his opponents. Kelly, Fodawaker. Where's the next one going to go if they have a line drop out? Penrith. Fodawaker got spun around there. Titans trying to score next. 3 tries in a row with Bean. Jolliffe burrows his way but doesn't get the ball down. Jamin Jolliffe.
gee, that was passive from Penrith, wasn't it? Normally a real aggressive, fast-moving defensive line, just on their heels there. Sonny Luke isolated close to the line. He went real close, Jolliffe.
3 tackles down. Right, Weaver. Then kept going from Brimson to Alec, who's playing at the...
Oh, yeah.
Great ball back for Brimson. Almost created try. Now Shop. Still 2 left. We are. High ball for Weaver. Then Tino. Wanting to offload. Still wanting to offload. But down he goes in the Martin tackle. Last play, Titans. Randall. And then Leeming for Kelly. Kelly tackled by Luai. Play on. Leeming's got a kick again. Hard kick. On the way. Luai's with it. The Titans are going to trap him in goal. Well, we will have the answer to what does Cleary do next.
Well, the Gold Coast side doing it Penrith on Penrith. Here's the offload. Look at this. This was ripping from Alec around the corner. That was lovely work from the PNG International. And then Leeming again. He's got the Midas touch with the... Cleary's gone long this time. He's toying with us.
Let's see how he brings it back. Sustained period of Titans pressure here. What a good contest. Got to say, unexpected at half-time, given the lead, the 22-6 lead that Penrith had. Titans giving it their all. Randall with it. Right side. Weaver's kicking early again.
Great work.
And Penrith trap and scrap with Garner.
Yeah, Luke Garner, he's into the game for Hosking. And here's Taruva now bouncing around. Geez, that was great trap and scrap. Did a really good job. Taruva through the tackle there of Fafita.
Well, he might run for 300 metres. Such is the game he's having. Jenkins well handled by the Titans defence. So they've got themselves on top. They can't concede. They've completed 33 of 34 sets. 34 of 35 make it. The Titans on the back of the last one. Mind you, they only got to the 3rd tackle, then kicked. But it goes down as a completed set.
Moses Leota back out there as well now for Penrith.
Luai, bomb. Will they challenge for it? Will they challenge? They won't. Ooh, Brimson hit the ground hard.
He's almost did himself a nasty there, didn't he? AJ Brimson almost head slammed himself. Watch this.
Head slammed yourself. Yes.
Oh.
There you go, AJ Brimson. Now Stimson.
Oh, Fisher Harris.
Outside the 20, the Titans with 15 and a half to go. James Hooper will bring us any news on Jaden Campbell. The on-ground test, though, did not look good. Titans with Fodawaker up over the 40-metre line. Back with Weaver. He's had a kicking game on debut, I know that.
Great kick.
So Weaver fields it. The ones he struck really smoothly, makes it look easy. So now Penrith from 15 out from their own line. Peachey, where's the energy coming from? There's none here on the first couple of plays. They could force an error. Jenkins along, Cleary, then the daring, the pass inside their 20, and Crichton's away. Penrith step it up a notch like you wouldn't believe. That's extraordinary. Here we were saying, where's the energy? And they attack from inside their 20 and go 80 metres. Unbelievable.
Yeah, the brilliance of their superstars. Watch the variation here from Cleary. Just looks like it's going to be a traditional hit up here from Jenkins, who then tips onto Cleary and finds his Rolls Royce out wide. And it's Stephen Crichton flying up the near touchline and then looming. Boy, just when you think Dylan Edwards, his tank's starting to empty after he's carried the ball for 225 metres, he looms up on the inside at the most critical of moments of the game and streaks away from Khan Pereira, showing great speed. The work from Crichton, brilliant to get away from Fafita. The support from Edwards, even better. And gee, that's an important moment, that one, for the Premiers.
Well, there's your elation from Ivan Cleary. They take a step closer to the minor premiership. Brisbane with a bye this weekend, and all bad news out of Brisbane too. If you haven't caught up with the news, Adam Reynolds, calf injury at training. Now they're saying on the minor side, but even minor, he won't play next week for Brisbane. Adam Reynolds.
Big news.
You'd reckon you'd have to rest him for round 27 as well. The finals are too important. You're in the top 4.
They're so temperamental, calf injuries too. You know, at the back end of your career, you've got to really look after them.
What about all the people who've had calf? Sam Kerr, Buddy Franklin, Latrell Mitchell, the year of Nathan Lyon, the Ashes, the year of the calf injury. Reynolds close to the finals. That's the news out of Brisbane on their bye weekend, of all things. Should have gone to Bali. Now Cleary kicks. They get a little advantage. Now, very important news from the sideline. James Hooper on Jaden Campbell.
Real concerns for the Gold Coast Titans. Young man, Andrew, as we see a replay of that incident from moments earlier. He is currently in the dressing room. He has a team of medical staff around him. They are all still assessing that knee. Critically, he hasn't moved from the massage bench that he's currently lying on. They have put a brace on it in the last couple of minutes, and he is being supported by some of the other Gold Coast Titans injured brigade, the likes of Sammy Verrills.
Well, if it was medial, that would be the best result, but of course we always fear the worst in those non-contact injuries with the knee. Penrith back with it, 20 away from their own line. We'll keep you right up to date with that news, of course, with our coverage here on Super Saturday. Into the night we go with the Dragons against the Storm, and then a big post-match show as well. Ahead of the Knights and the Rabbitohs tomorrow on the Sunday ticket. That is the 2 o'clock game, exclusive to Fox League. And the Raiders against the Bulldogs. What an important game for Canberra and for other teams around them. If the Bulldogs can pull off an upset tomorrow. You're hearing Jack White now.
Jack White now.
Jack White now to Canberra. There you go. Yo now to Luai. Luai across. Peachey with the ball. Straightens up Peachey. That's caught there by Stimson. Now Cogger for Cleary. Out in front. 12 minutes to go. 14 margin. Underneath it. Brimson. Catch. Liam Martin does it easy. He's dead set. Just shelling peas in goal. Liam Martin. Did he leap to get it or not? Clean as a whistle, as Bill Laurie would say.
Well, you just got to love the tenacity of this bloke. Cleary having to reach for the pass and just spoons it in the air, or right on top of Brimson. And the Tamora tearaway comes flying over the top of AJ Brimson. Tenacious as always, competes on every moment. And some of their big guns, more importantly, their effort big guns, Edwards. And now Martin comes up with a belter of a try. And doesn't he love it?
Oh, the Titans, they looked like they were on top. They were coming back, and then in a matter of minutes, Penrith back-to-back tries, and now they're beyond 30 points, the Panthers. They have the gears, don't they?
Well, they do, and their confidence with their yardage shift has really swung the momentum back in their favour. It was great work from Cleary to pull the trigger and find Crichton for the Dylan Edwards try only moments ago. And then again, a nice bit of ball movement from Yo in particular. Got Tyrone Peachey on the far side, one-on-one, who found some cheap meters to get them down inside the Titans half. And then Cleary's kicking game again proving pinpoint and significant at the back end of this game. And you just, I mean, when you watch Liam Martin, you just want young kids that have a dream and a passion to say, that's what it takes. That's what it takes at the top level to be in the game for every moment.
Liam Martin, who next week will play his 100th game in the NRL. Cleary adds another 2. So Penrith are under pressure. They led by 8. Suddenly they lead by 20. The pinnacle of the season, the Panthers hoping they're headed there. The NRL and the NRLW Grand Final will take place at Accor Stadium Sunday, October 1. Witness real glory live in Sydney. Tickets are on sale now, and with Father's Day coming up, the ultimate gift for Dad. Head to nrl.com/tickets to secure your seats. That's a real shattering shot, that one. Jaden Campbell, young superstar. Titans will, even when they get to it first, they can't get the ball back. Penrith with it. Garner on the run.
Certainly brought something, Garner, since he's come onto the field.
Now Fisher Harris, he runs over the top of Stimson there. Then for Luai, now for Peachey.
Yeah, they're changing gears. You just said it, Bossy. They're really starting to wind it up now, Penrith.
Cogger, Cleary, Show, Edwards, quick hands, on the bounce. Jenkins, already with a try. It's 20 away from the line. Last tackle, Penrith. Titans desperately need the ball here. Yo, Cleary, kick for himself and chase. That's
great hands.
That is brave. AJ Brimson, you know you're copying a beating there, head first into that. What a save.
Yeah.
34-14. Oh, wow, as if the Titans didn't need to lose. They already this week got the news that Aaron Clark surgery, Foran, of course, sideline, Tanner Boyd surgery. Their season's over. I know they can't make the finals, but they're flat out fielding a side now.
Well, Jaden Campbell's, that's a big one. You know, without diagnosing it from the commentary box, it looked to be an ACL movement.
The test they were doing was for the ACL, so
we're looking. That's a 6 to 8 month injury, which then starts to affect next year at the back end of this year. The injury.
Edwards fielding the ball for Penrith. It's a tough sport. Rugby league.
It's a cruel sport.
It's a cruel sport.
It really is. Given how hard he's had to fight to get his way into this side, and how good he's been, Campbell.
Now Jenkins with it. 10 metres short of halfway. 34-14. Points differential. The battle between Penrith and Brisbane is a no contest. Penrith are well clear, so if they finish level on points, Penrith would claim the minor premiership. It's all about wins and losses. There it is, the live ladder. They are 4 clear of the Warriors and 8 clear of the rest. Luai, he's had a stepping night. Edwards back with the ball. Boot has flown in the background. Yo for Crichton. Crichton doing a bit of dancing in front of the Titans' defence. Now straightens up. And that'll be the last tackle. 8 minutes to go. It is Cleary. Another kick coming. Well, Chase, Brimson there again. They've lost it. Moses Leota out for Jenkins, who doesn't run to the corner. He comes back in field. He goes right. There was 15 metres of open pasture. Then Cleary. Oh, just clips. Try saver from Stimson. Here for Yo, for Luai. Along for Peachey. Great defence. And forces the error. Aaron shot, well done. That's great from the Titans. Down by 20. Showing the determination and the spirit to knock back the Panthers there.
Yeah, it was a great read from Aaron Chop out wide on Tyrone Peachey. I think had Luai had his time over again. I think he goes over the top.
We've got a further update on Jaden Campbell. James, what is the story?
A little bit of positive news here, Andrew. So the early prognosis is it is not an ACL injury. We've just spoken to Jaden. He said that he felt a click in his knee, but the medical staff want to go for further scans. Everyone's got their fingers crossed. It is perhaps at best a medial injury.
Okay.
That's great news.
We'll leave it at that. Unlikely to be any further update beyond that tonight. But we'll still keep you updated here on Fox League on a big Super Saturday. Penalty offside, the Panthers. I don't know. I almost feel like, and apologies to Penrith fans, but I feel like the Titans deserve no worse than this sort of scoreline. And I think they probably deserve another try to finish off. I don't think they deserve to be beaten by a 26 or 30-point margin tonight for the effort they've put in. Doesn't always work out that way.
You've got to earn everything. You don't deserve anything.
Sorry, good point. Yeah, that's it. You win by knockout, Michael. It's true. But I'm just saying they had the.
I'm feeling it.
They had the 12 men there, quite rightly so. So they've played with 12 for 10 of the minutes. Expected nothing from them second half, and they've made a game of it. That's all, Michael.
Shown some great fight. They really have.
I'm a good bloke, you're a bad bloke. You've got no heart. Out for Kelly. Penrith defence, if they don't score, I mean, again, Penrith just keep sides to 12, 14 points week after week after week. Last tackle here, how are you going to beat them? And now Weaver. And he kicks, chance, ball knocked forward, I think, by the Titans. Yes, it was. So, referee Butler all over it. 5 and a bit to go. Dragons and Storm tonight here on Fox League on Super Saturday down in Wollongong. See the likes of Harry Grant, Cameron Munster, Jerome Hughes, the modern-day big three against the Dragons. The Tigers have come a little closer to the Dragons after a win today. Happy Coruscant kick off the crossbar. What a moment in the Tigers' season. Unbelievable.
Incredible, wasn't it? Jermaine Asako landing the field goal and then the penalty. Coruscant from 30 out on the 30-odd metres out from the touchline.
Off the crossbar, off the go over. Yeah. Benny Elias watching at home and said, 89, why did that not go over? Why did that not go over? Here's Edwards. Pass to Martin. Away they go. They've got no heart. Crichton, is he going to be caught? No. He gets over. They will probably get to 40. You win, Michael. Panthers too good. Just too good.
Yeah, beautiful work here down this right-hand side. And while you're rubbing salt into the wound for Benny Elias at 89, it was Dylan Edwards ball playing and finding Liam Martin, who has been outstanding tonight, who then combined with Steve Crichton. And this right edge has been scintillating at times. It really has. And the improvement and the involvement of that man Edwards' ball playing just continues to get better. Beaten all ends up from the footwork there. Brian Kelly by Liam Martin. Khan Pereira lunging. Crichton slams the ball down in the right hand. Or the left hand. And it may be 40.
His other right hand. Yeah. He's scored in 6 of his last 7 games now, Stephen Crichton. And Brian To'o, who didn't play today, To'o was on a 7-game run as well when he returns next week. So they're all the areas that they're on the improve as we get down to the final.
I'm so undecided on Stephen Crichton's move to fullback. I mean, I really hope it works. I just love how good he is going at the moment at centre. He has been, I think he's been so good this year for the Panthers, with and without the ball. He's got so much brilliance in him, yet so much consistency and intelligence defensively.
So Cleary, 440, it does it again. So, for all the effort from the Titans, completing 38 of 39 sets, they trail 40-14.
Well, it feels like a second ago. It was 22-14, and the Titans were closing in. And then you said it perfectly. They've changed gears. They have just gone, righto, let's go. And they haven't been able to go with them. The Titans are an honest Mitsubishi Magnet that serve the family well. But they're coming up against the sports car here, like 40-14 it is. That's incredible. And so the other night, the Cowboys had a pretty good completion rate as well. Tonight, 97%. 97% the Titans have completed that. Incredible, isn't it?
And there you have it. 40-14. Although, in telling of the story, there have been a number of times tonight they have kicked early in the tackle count, and that is a completed set. So that has been an obvious tactic. We'll try and get them off guard, Penrith. There would have been at least a handful of occasions that happened. Smith on the run back. 2.5 to go. Pointless me saying Titans don't deserve to concede 46, I suppose now. Here's Cleary. Penrith, though, are going to be ruthless. Keep attacking. Cogger, anything is possible here. They got some magic out there. Peachey to Cleary. He's going to kick short. He's looking for Luai. Brimson too good again. He's been a bright spark for the Titans. Thank heavens they got him back now in light of the injuries they have. Campbell, Four and Boyd. Well, maybe next week we will see Keanu Kinney, the 19-year-old, in the starting side. He was named there this week, but shunted out once Brimson was available, understandably. Liu on the run. 90 seconds to go. Dragons and Storm coming your way. But we're all almost synchronised watchers to tomorrow's game on the Sunday ticket, exclusive to Fox. Knights and Rabbitohs at McDonald Jones Stadium. Well, that's a kick from Brimson. That is a mighty strike. And then Taruba drops it. Fafita has ended up with a ball. David doing what David does, fending, swatting, then offloads, shot with it. 11 metres away from the line. Fafita's almost in the crowd, only now getting up. Titans might finish with the last try. Leeming goes long. Brimson kept it alive. Kelly stumbling. Almost beating Martin, offloading as well. Leeming. Pereira ends with a Cleary tackle. Loffy has a bit to do with Nathan there. Nathan says, you've had a good year, mate. Yeah. Play the ball. Now 10-0. He's 15 away from the line. Make it 10. Offloading off the boots. And Edwards picks it up, and that'll be the last chance the Titans had for the night. Yeah. And on the scoreboard, the scoreline suggests a whacking, 40-14.
What sort of Mitsubishi were they?
The family.
Well, it's run out of petrol.
Had a few trips up the coast.
It's on the highway.
Yeah. There we go. And there you have it. The sports cars have won again. They're on their way. They're level with the Broncos. Top of the table. The mighty Penrith Panthers. How are you going to beat them? Full time on the Gold Coast. Penrith 40, the Titans 14.